everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Anne, and in today's video I will show you guys how you can do your makeup for wearing a mask. So as we all know, when you have a mask on, it covers 50% of your face. Also, because it's so close to your face, you definitely want products that don't transfer, that last all day, that will not smear onto your mask. Also, I did this eye look to be a little bit more bold because that's the only part of our face that is exposed for the most part. So why not make it bolder? Why not make it colorful? Why not make it stand out? People can see everything else on your face, just your eyes. So why not create a look that will still express your creativity, still something fun, still a lot of makeup for you to wear. So whether you will do just this eye look or this full face look, before we jump to the video, I would love for you guys to subscribe to my channel. If you haven't already, click that red button below. It will help me so much. And let us jump to the video. Alright, so I did this other eye earlier. We're gonna move on to the other eye. So we're gonna start off by priming the eyes. I do have my brows on already. If you would like to see a video of my brow tutorial, let me know in the comments below if you would like to see that. But anyways, for applying my e.l.f. Camo Concealer, I'm just gonna use like a flat brush like this and to clean up underneath my brows. So I'm gonna use like a smaller brush. So I will also be using the Glamlite Burger palette for this look because I'm inspired by my mask, and I thought, I want something with like green on it, a little bit of orange, a little bit of green, and I want something that looks tropical-ish, colorful and stuff, since the eyes are gonna be the focus. So the colors in this palette really speak to me, and I think like these colors right here are fun and really pretty. So we're gonna start off by just priming the eyes. So I'm just gonna tap this all over my lid. I'll start off by applying this yellow shade called Mustard just all over the crease of my eye right here, and I'm just gonna blend that using circular motions. This is gonna serve as our transition shade. I'm using a big fluffy brush to apply this product. The next color that I'm gonna apply will be this color right here. It's called Spinach, and it's that kind of like a bright green. It's lighter than a true green. It's more neon than a true green. So I'm gonna use a denser, skinnier blending brush just right here on the outer corner of my eye. As you notice, I did not set the eyeshadow or the base. I did not set it because that's how I prefer my base. I prefer it wet so that everything will grab onto it. And I'm just working it a little bit on the inner corner like this, but I'm not covering the lid. And then I will blend that color out using a smaller blending brush like this. And I'm gonna use the color called Avocado, which is this shade right here. Avocado, it's like it's literally like the color of avocado, and I'm gonna use that in between these two shades right here, just blending both colors out, and it's gonna soften the transition between the two colors. So I'm being very conservative with this one in the sense that I'm only taking it right between the two colors, and I'm not really blending far up or far down, just working within the boundaries of those two colors. So you can intensify that green spinach shade that we did, which is that darker green, just to achieve your intensity. And then once you're happy with that, we can move on with the rest of the eye look. I'm gonna go back with my yellow and just to make sure everything is nice and smooth. So the next step that I'm gonna do is I would use a flat brush like this, and I will I'll wet my brush with a little bit of setting spray. This is from Cover FX. You can use any setting spray that you like. So I'm just gonna spray that like twice on the brush, and I will grab this color called Thousand Island, which is like a duochrome. It has gold flecks in it, it has orange, and it has a little bit of pink in there. So I'm just gonna grab that color with this wet brush, tap off any excess, and I will apply that right here in the middle. So as you notice, this look looks a little bit cut crease, but I did not apply a concealer to do the cut crease on there, just because I feel like whenever I do cut crease with a concealer, I notice that the shimmers don't really sit well on top of it. So I prefer just wetting the brush and just tapping it on where I want it to be. And I noticed that if you liquefy the metallic or shimmer shadow with your setting spray, it's gonna do the same job as a concealer. So it's not gonna splatter the color everywhere, and it's just gonna deposit the color cleanly on the area where you want it to be. So I'm gonna show you guys in a second how I do that. So you see how that looks clean already. It looks like we did a cut crease, but we didn't. We can move on with the outer corner. I'm just gonna flip the brush, and I will use this shade called Pickles, which is this it's like a shimmery version of the shade Spinach. I will be patting it right on the outside part of my lid. This is really creamy. I really like the formula of this shadow. I'm just going back and forth with the two colors so that, you know, they blend quite nice. On the inner corner, clean off the brush, and I'll grab this gold color. It's called Cheddar. It looks like this, and I will apply that on the inner corner of my eye just for some pop of shimmer. Alrighty, so for the fun part, the yellow inner corner eyeliner, I will use my ColourPop Punch Cream Gel color, and I will apply this using just a small synthetic brush, and I will just apply this on the inner corner of my eye real quick. And then underneath my eyes, I will apply this orange shade. It's called Sweet Potato Fries. Yum. And I'm just using a small brush just to pack it under there. I'm gonna apply my lashes, and I'll be right back. Alright, so that's the finished eye look. I'm just gonna clean up all my little glittery messes in a second. I'm gonna use This is from Makeup Eraser. You just wet it and then it removes everything. This is actually what I've been using to remove my makeup for like over a year now, and I really love it because I don't need to use makeup wipes anymore. And usually I'm really sensitive to like makeup wipe ingredients, but this one doesn't bother my skin because it's just, you just add water basically. And when I clean the outer corner, I would wrap the towel around my index finger and then just like do like this, just to pull it out a little bit. That way it cleans it up better for you. So we can stop right there, and you know, you can move on, wear your mask, and that's the whole look. But I will I will show you guys the base in case you want to wear foundation and lip still, you know. I'm going to show you guys how you can make your makeup last long underneath a mask. So I'm going to show you that, guys, in a second. So for primer, I'm going to use the Milk. This is the Milk Hydro Grip Primer. And I will just use about like 1 pump of this one. This is really good because everything grips on it, hence the name. Also, it hydrates the skin, so it feels really nice. And especially if you will use like a more long wearing foundation, it works really well with a long wearing foundation. And I'm just using the Sonia Kashuk brush. I'm gonna list it down below as well as my affiliate links. You can find down below as well. So I'm just applying this all over my face. And for foundation, I chose to put, this is the Pro Filter foundation by Fenty Beauty. I find that this is one of the best foundations out there that doesn't transfer, because you definitely want a foundation or a base that will last throughout the day without transferring on the mask or on your clothing. So this one is one of the best that I've ever tried. So I'm going to use the same brush to apply this. So after foundation, we'll move on with a little bit of concealer under the eyes. Definitely when you go for looks like these, you want the under eye to be a little bit brighter and corrected and perfected. So I'm going to use this e.l.f. concealer, and I'm just gonna buff that out. So I'm gonna powder the rest of my face with the Mercier translucent setting powder. I'm just gonna use a fluffy brush for that, and I will just set the skin immediately. This is one of the best powders to use to set makeup because it helps control oil and it really helps lock everything in place. Then for bronzer, I'm gonna use my California in a Box bronzer blush palette from Catrice. It looks like this. It is said to be the dupe for the Smashbox Cosmetics one. They do have like a palette that has like blush and bronzer and stuff, and they said that this is like a really good dupe. I'm just gonna add more color to my face. I'm not really gonna do any special contouring whatsoever because this area is gonna be covered anyways. I'm just doing this just so you know I don't look too pale and there's just more color on my face, because I prefer more color on my face when I do have a more colorful eye makeup. That applied really smoothly on the skin. I really do like how that bronzer looks. And then for blush, I will using the same brush. I'm gonna use this shade right here. It doesn't have any name, but It's that matte peachy color. And I will just apply that on the apples of the cheek. For my highlighter, I will use this Special Effect top coat from the same palette. And this is really pretty. It's like a iridescent gold. So once we're done with the base, this is very important. You definitely want to use a setting spray. This is gonna lock everything even better. This is from Cover FX. It's their high performance setting spray. I only have it in the travel size, but I heard so many good things about this one, and so far so good. You know, it works on my eyeshadows and on my face makeup. So let me just spray this one real quick. I'm gonna clean up just the lip area. For lips, you can use like a lip liner, just lip liner by itself, lip stain, or liquid lipstick like what I'm doing right here. This is from NYX. This is their NYX Liquid Suede in the shade Foiled Again. So I just dotted it on my lips, and I'm just gonna distribute it with my fingers so that it's gonna be like a stained effect. Because the little product you have on your lip, less likely it will transfer onto the mask. So I notice when it comes to matte lipstick, like the more layers you put on it or the thicker it is, the more it actually transfers. I'm just using the e.l.f. concealer and my flat concealer brush just to clean up on the edges. That I blended it out, because that way it doesn't really look like a full-on lipstick. It looks more like a lip powder, or like a like an ombre powder. I do like how that looks. Now that we're done with the makeup, I'm gonna test it out and see if it transfers on my mask. So we'll check, everything looks clean, and then we're gonna put this on. So far so good. You know, I don't see any transferring so far with the foundation or the blush. That means that the product that we did use actually do stick on the face really well. The only thing is the lip, because of course, you know, no matter what lipstick it is you use, it's going to transfer one way or another, but it only transfers like super little bit right there. So far I think the rest of the base, that's like, you only have to really worry about the base thing. So I think that base is like really good. So that's the finished look. I hope you guys like this look. Let me know in the comments below how you like it. Make sure you click the thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please subscribe so that you can see more videos of me in the future. Make sure you click the notification bell below so that you can get notified every time I upload a new video. Thank you once again for watching. I appreciate all of you, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye! Again. Take 2. Take 3. Okay. Okay. Oh no. Where's my remote? Where's my remote?
gotta be there, and you just used it, didn't you? It's not there.
Well,